Boardroom, Chapter 4, Part A, 7191 BC. The big man shook his head as he picked at his food. The sumptuous table set before him was fit for a king, but he was not hungry. There were large roasted cockles from Andromeda, cold water sporangium from 156 in estuary, and his favorite, creation fruit from Saturna in Milky Way. But he couldn't stomach more than a bite. He chewed it 100 times, but it just wouldn't go down. Pop, pass the fruit, Junior yelled a little too loudly. It startled the old man, and he dropped his fork, clanked loudly onto the clear silver floor of the elegant dining room. The ever-present butler, standing in the corner of the room, leaped forward to retrieve the fork and offer a new one, but Pops put his hand up and said, "Don't bother, I won't be needing it." "But, sir—" "Pop, you gotta eat. Could be another hard day," Junior said with his usual impertinence. Pops, dressed in a dark blue suit, orange and blue print tie, and white cuff-length shirt, shook his head and looked out the window toward the eastern sky. Sirius was just easing over the edge of the eastern horizon here on Capitolarium, the permanent home of the three on Triquetrium, a huge planet in Orion's sword. Its sun was Hatsia. Its blue-white light truly was magnificent. As the morning came, the colors it produced on the lush landscape were truly awesome. This was just one of the many of myriads of homes the Creator had all over the universe. But this was home base, and all that visited were truly privileged to see what was known throughout the universe as his masterpiece. The flora and fauna of this planet were unsurpassed in all the universal space, and he loved everything, down to each cell that he had created. On this planet, Triquetrum, the scale and time made his height about 300 feet. Everything else in this scale of morph corresponded to him, actually all three of them. There were limitless morphs, both larger and smaller, depending on where the three were going that day. Though he had never done it, he could morph himself into the size of the universe or larger. Not even Junior could grasp this concept yet. Big tears now ran down his face and splashed loudly onto the floor. Spirit, dressed in a print sundress, came over and wiped the tears away, but it became a full-time job as they kept coming. Junior had seen his father cry on other occasions, and especially wanted him to cry at his wedding. Dressed in blue jeans and a white t-shirt, he paid little attention and kept on shoveling in mouthful after mouthful of food. He then stopped abruptly as if a light suddenly had come on. "Pop, you did it," he exclaimed, but his father just shook his head. "Way to go, Dad. What's her name?" Junior stood up and hitched his blue jeans. "Come on, you can tell me. Is she blonde and blue-eyed or brown-eyed, black-haired angel? Is her skin coral like the chick I saw by Aldebaran?" His mother came over, put her arm around Junior's shoulder, and said, "Sit down, Junior. It's not what you think." "What?" He screwed up his face and pushed in a large forkful of Orion berry strudel. "I'll never have any fun. You guys have it all. When will I get my turn? The only fun I have is eating this slop." He shoved down another forkful and stared out the window, a look of false despair in his face, now shimmering blue due to Hatsia's morning rays. Junior's brown eyes took on an orange hue as he stared out the same window his father was now staring through. Spirit sat back down, dejection on her face. She too picked at her food, trying to stab unsuccessfully at a kernel of the red neocorn just brought up from the centaur. The 10-minute silence was finally broken by Pops. "Had a difficult meeting with your angel buddies yesterday. You know, the hierarchy, the big shots. Lasted a long time, far into the night." "Yeah, what'd you say this time to upset 'em?" "I couldn't make it back in time. Had a little trouble getting that 23-legged Metalasia to coordinate its gait." "Why didn't you just make it 24 legs like the one on Sedata?" "Oh, I just wanted to try something new. You know me." "Yeah, I do. But next time, Dad, you need to keep things even. Even you can make mistakes." Okay, Pop said, a slight smile coming to his lips. The next time you try to build something so crazy, consult me first. Some of your harebrained schemes for critters just don't work too well. Sorry, I'll try to do better. Yeah, maybe you'll get me what I want one of these days. My birthday's coming up, you know. I know. Tears began to slip over his lower eyelids again, but Junior didn't notice. Say, I hope you and Luke get along okay last night. That hothead Bells is always coming up with crazy ideas, but Luke usually can keep him calmed down. The other one, Gabe, he has some strange ideas too. Wants a universe with only angels in it. A place where they can go and get rest and relaxation. Gabe and Arch think you're working everyone too hard. They think you should lift the freeze on angel production. They claim there just aren't enough of them to do all the work. Their vacation time is down to 1 day in 7. You're creating and building too fast. They can't keep up. You gotta slow down, Dad. You'll not only kill angels, you'll kill yourself. I'll think on it, son. Say, why'd you put that freeze on anyway? You never really explained it to me very well. Pops turned back to the window and stared into the now brilliant blue light of Hatzia's rays. His eyes were a color no one could discern, but appeared most closely to be a gold color. Junior had blue eyes and Spirit platinum ones. Pop's eyes seemed to reflect light, partially appearing to be the color of the object of what he was looking at. In reality, his eyes were a composite of all colors of the spectrum of light. "There's a problem," he finally said as he stared out. "What is it, honey?" Spirit asked. "Yeah, Pop, what's the matter?" Junior said as he chewed voraciously on the sourdough bun. His concern over a future wife had passed quickly. "There's some theories being developed by your friends. I hope they're better than yours. Luke told me he thought maybe you'd let him step up to our level and help me create stuff." "I need help, Pop. Maybe Bells and Gabe could become my brothers too. They're great guys. If you're not going to give me a wife, at least you could give me some brothers." The tears slipped out again, but his father kept staring out the window. His voice cracked slightly as he went on. That's partly what they want. They just want to be like me, but then again, I'm not so sure they do. They all have girlfriend angels. Me, here I sit, a lonely glutton. Pop's eyes began to lighten, and the corner of his mouth edged up perilously. A chuckle came to his throat, then a smile, then a laugh that spiraled into a roar that shook Junior's strawberry right off his spoon onto the floor. Junior stared down at the last strawberry lying flat as a pancake on the floor. "Dad, control yourself," Junior yelled, bemoaning his lost food.